Good morning, guys. How are you? Today we have a rather simple shoe on the screen as a guideline for us or as a guide for us. This is what we are doing this morning. It's typically a monk strap shoe. Whenever you see a shoe with buckle, such a shoe is referred to as monk strap, and they can come in single buckle, double buckle, triple buckle, and four buckles, depending on how uh, depending on what the maker is designing. But usually you have two buckles and one buckle, right? For the most part of monk strap, they are usually a derivation of derby shoes. What I mean by derivation of derby shoes, you all know derby shoes, right? It means the quarter is always on top of the vamp. For monk strap, I think this is, please let's use your monk strap for this case study. This is OJD's monk strap, and you can obviously tell that this is different from this, right? Even though this guy has two buckles, uh, you can see this is looking more like a derby derived sort of, because of the way the quarter is placed. I can open it, right? By way the way the quarter is. If you were to put this quarter on this side and put eyelet, that's automatically a derby shoe, right? But this case is different. Most monk strap are derby derived, like this case and so many others. But this one that we have here is not so, and that is what add a little bit of complication to this. This is one of the rare cases where monk strap shoe is derived from Oxford. So this is more like Oxford configuration. That is, this is the vamp now. But in this case, we have an extended vamp. Instead of coming and ending around here, right? It went all the way to the back. That doesn't change the fact that it's the vamp, right? Does it? It's it's the vamp, okay? It's still the vamp. So instead of having your vamp coming down around here or thereabout, it went to the back. We refer to it as extended vamp. It's very okay. Or sometimes Bamura. Bamura means feature means having this extended vamp. I mean, just having the extended vamp, then quarter looking very small on top of it. Uh, this kind of shoe, you see, we have this quarter region sitting inside of this one. So this is the end of the quarter here. Uh, Unlike what you have in this very shoe, where uh, you see the what's it called now? The features of Derby by way of having the tongue to be part of the vamp, right? It is not so here, meaning that this is absolutely a form of Oxford, right? And because of the fact that it is Oxford derived, one part is missing. The part that is missing here, if you look carefully, is the tongue. There's no tongue in this shoe. The reason for that is you already know what tongue is used for. The tongue is for what? Yes, the tongue is just for, is just to stay beneath the eyelet so that the lace mark won't print on your leg. For monk strap, it is absolutely not necessary to have tongue, but we always have tongue in derby derived monk strap because of the fact that we cannot just rip off the tongue because it's part of this, it's part of the vamp. We can't just rip it off. Although it can be short, but you can't rip it off. If you rip it off, there's going to be a gap between here and here, right? Most especially when you're lasting, when you have to draw this part, you most likely see a gap. So that's why derby derived monk strap always retain the tongue. It's not as if it's for uh, any particular reason other than for the structural reason, which is it is attached to this by default. Now, here it is not so, right? Because this vamp can obviously stay on its own. There's no need for what's it called? There's no need for tongue there. There's no lace or there's no highlight or whatsoever. We only have buckles. That is why the tongue can go missing here. You can decide to add your tongue to it. Very fine. Your problem or your design, right? But this case, this one, this very one here, which is our guideline for this class, I am sure if I'm seeing where I can't see any tongue here. Can you? Can you? And for the fact that you can't see any tongue here, it will be very irrational or illogical to put a little tongue that will end here. Why? Why would you want to do that? It is pointless, right? That's why there's no tongue. So the features of this shoe, number one, you can see a toe cap here. You can see the extended vamp here. Then this part that is supposed to be the quarter where you have the lace, or you have one coming from the other side to bear the two straps, and the one coming on this side, which is obviously the shorter one, that bears the buckle, right? So, and you have this little tack here, like we always have in front of Oxford, that same thread that we always say holds the tongue behind and all is also here. Very simple reason, in order for this part not to tear away, right? Good. So other than that, this shoe is as simple as you can see it. This shoe is as simple as you can see it. Another feature is we have one little thing here at the back that we are going to give consideration to when we are drawing the pattern. So this is our guideline. This shoe has this patina feature that is called reverse patina. That is, on in regular cases of patina, you have the toe darkened, right, and some other parts darkened. But here we have almost uh, the middle part darkened, then leaving this part lighter. That's what it's called reverse patina. There's really no big deal. Just the way you shade here to make it dark. That's the same way they did this and left this, right? That's just that. This has two buckles, making it a double monk strap. I think it's simple enough to understand, right? And I think it's something you can even draw without a guide, without even teaching you. Is there something you can do? Of course, you can try, but I'm going to also teach it now. So let's go and draw the pattern. Thank you.